Hey YouTube, it's Onika Jubilee and we back at it again. Alright. So for today's video, I decided I want to do something a little towards my passion. I love makeup. I'm not an expert, but I know I love makeup. And I felt like, why not do something a little out of the box today? A little out of the box. I love this video by Rihanna. It's called Wild Thoughts, and I know it's in my channel description. I I love it so much, and today I thought, well, the look she has in that video is crazy. It's got me hooked to her the entire time, and I thought, why not try it out, hey? So that's exactly what we'll be doing. Today we're doing a Rihanna inspired makeup look from Wild Thoughts. And yeah, just follow me through the process and I hope you like it. Please ensure to like and subscribe to my channel. Come on, we can do this. Alright, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm totally ready for this. I made sure I'm as natural as possible before the whole thing so you guys can see me in my most pure form. So yeah, I haven't touched my face at all. I have not. So yeah, without further ado, let me show you what we'll be using for today's video. Okay, so just to show you a bit of my makeup set. Here it goes. We'll be using most of these for today's video. I've probably got more eyeshadow than anything else. That's because different ones work differently for different occasions. So I like to have my options open, and I think everybody should as well. So yes, this is exactly what I have within my makeup set. Look at that. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first things first, you have to make sure your face is ready for all the crazy things you're going to be putting on it. And I personally like to use an oil-based primer. It's an oil-based primer. It's by Kiss Beauty. I love it so much. It does not shine excessively. It just makes sure what is happening. It just makes sure. Goodness, it makes sure that my face has a base before I can paint on it. I always tell people that your face is a canvas, and you have to get it prepped before you can go paint all over it. So yes, this is exactly what I use first. And up next will be me trying to just lay some foundation onto my skin, and for that you are going to need a sponge, right? And before you can use this, just make sure it's wet. Just put it over a tap or in a bowl of water, anything really, and ensure that it is wet before you can start using it. That way your makeup does not get all cakey and weird and smudgy and ew. Alright then, so let's get to it. Primer. Also, just learn to be super generous with it. Get all over my face. Okay, so after ensuring that you've gotten enough of that protective layer on with your primer, it's time to put some foundation on. I will be using this one called Lady Care. It's from the Disca makeup section. I love Disca. I love it. I can't even stress this enough. I love Disca. So yes, I got this from the makeup section and it's not even that expensive. I haven't even opened it. I don't know if you can see like the plastic wrapper around it. You most probably cannot. Can you hear it though? Oh my goodness, I am trying my best. But yeah, it's over here. It is. Oh my goodness. So yes, let's unwrap this bad beast and get it on my face. Ooh, that was easy enough. Right, and then I've just gotten this a little wet, my sponge a little wet. Don't make it way too wet. Next thing is dripping. You can tell not even a little water is coming off of this. So once you've got it wet, it's time to get your foundation on. Let's do it. Right, you are always advised to get foundation that is a few pigments lighter than your own. So what I like to do is with my own hands, I will get it off there and just make tribal marks on my skin, basically, and look like I could act in some survivor movie or something. So basically, to get it going, hey. And you're gonna make sure that you blend it in nice and even. Get your sponge. I like to use this little plate for like the chicks and all. Oh, and when you're doing it, just make sure it's more of a dab than just rubbing it on. I keep telling people, don't worry, the more you look like a ghost, the better. Can go for a second layer if you'd like to, but I think I'll keep it here for now because that might change, but I am keeping it here for now. Ooh. Get those little areas that are hidden as well. You don't want your face looking like 7 colors of the rainbow. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I think I like it. That's okay. So on to the next step, shall we? Alright, so next is the concealer part. You have to find a concealer that's a bit darker than your complexion. And I chose this one. It's quite old. I don't even know what color this is. But then I have this set as well of concealer. I got it from my best friend. Shout out to you, Kunwane. I love you, girl. I love you. So yes, I got this from my best friend as a gift. It's got 6 colors of concealer palette. And I'll be using this one right here in the bottom. Right? So yeah, let's get going. So now we're doing the concealer part. Start off with your darker shade, right? And you're going to just put this right below your cheekies. Your cheekies. Okay, and just get your sponge again and try to use the parts that haven't been touched by the foundation, right? So I'm going to just get a mirror, grab a mirror because it's easier than using the camera. And then you get your concealer palette. I told you before I'll be using that little corner. And in order to get that rubbed in very well, I use these little brushes. Not really brushes per se, but tiny little sponges on the ends of sticks. Like I said, tiny little sponges on the end of sticks, on the end. Tiny little sponges on the separate ends of a stick. My goodness, I don't know. I feel like my English just flies out the window sometimes. I should start speaking if it's on a... Right, so you get that. I love these. They're not even that expensive. I get them at Discount as well. You just use them to dab into the concealer and then onto your under eyes, just right here. You can tell it's a bit of a dark issue under there. So just scrape it off a little and get it under there. I like to make it into triangles. Don't worry if it still looks a little weird. It's like, what on earth am I doing to myself? Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's that split. That's that split right there. I know all the TikTokers are going, yeah, I know that one. Possible you're trying to get rid of those eye bags that we get from all the studying. Varsity students will definitely relate, or basically any other kind of student. I know we're getting loads of work, way beyond what we can take, but you know, we gotta make these sacrifices because these bills ain't gonna pay themselves in the future. No. So yeah, just try to dab it in as much as possible. You can see it's like an outline, so you have to ensure that you get it in there for real. For real. Alright, so now it's time for the eyebrow bit. I like to use the brown eyebrow pencil instead of the black one. I feel it matches more with my skin tone and generally my outlook. When it's too dark, it just, oh my goodness, it goes off. So I like to use a brown eyebrow pencil instead of black. And yeah, I know there's other options out there. You have the liquid ones nowadays, but I don't really like those. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I haven't really gotten the hang of how to really use it. But I'm definitely going to learn that and have that on my next one. Let's place the bet on that. So yeah, definitely eyebrows. And you're going to be using this little sweetheart here that makes sure your brows are ready before you even do anything with them. And then of course we're going to be using that little corner again because I need my eyebrows to look on a full lick. Alright, so there's different ways of doing eyebrows. I prefer this certain method. I know there's people that use the whole, I don't even know what it's called, but I've seen it before. Come on, I don't know why it's gone away, but I know y'all know what I mean. I'll be using this certain method, the eyebrow pencil method. Oh yeah, there's the one with the creams and everything on your eyebrows. I'm not going to be using that. I'm going old school about this because old school also comes a little cheap. Alright, so just comb those upwards. do not have thick eyebrows. So for me, this is one of the most exciting things, when I can get my eyebrows to look like they actually do exist. And then use that little comb on the end to just like push it down, sort of like get that shape going, you know, what you really want to do with your eyebrows.
Okay, so try not to have any loose hairs flying around.
I will need the mirror again. I keep forgetting that. Get your eyebrow pencil. Okay. Try to have an outline in there. Please ensure to work with your face. Work with your face. I've seen monsters eyebrows before, and you do not want to have anything monstrous on your face. Okay? Don't worry about how crooked it is. Just ensure you basically have the shape that you need, and also ensure that they are equal. Last thing you need is to look like you haven't done this for a while. Okay, I think that's fine. Just need to get that a little in there. And then what you want to do is just fill that in. Okay, so after you filled out your eyebrows, you want to go in with that little bit of concealer. Don't get in too much. And just go on the outline of your eyebrows and then dab into it just so you have a more clean look. Same for your other eyebrow as well. Now, if you've been worried about your face looking like something out of a horror movie, this is your time to shine, because now you're going to be using the repairing powder. I use the one written green tea. I bought it at a convenience store. So yes, you use this. It's going to basically put everything together. That way you do not look like, you know, you're about to scream at some kids and say trick or treat. All right then, so this is my powder. I dropped it a couple of weeks ago, and that's what happens. Like, that's why there's a little, you know, dibbers. Should I call it dibbers? Pieces down here. So, it's a shame, but this baby works wonders. So what you want to do is get up all in there with your amazing fluffy brush. I love this brush because it gets anywhere and everywhere. So just tap it a bit before you go into your face. Let me get my mirror. Then what you want to do is just rub all that powder all over your face. So keep going back into that powder, tapping it, and then onto your face. Alright, now the secret to this repairing powder is making sure you are absolutely generous about it, just like you will with your primer. So once you feel that you've gotten more than enough in there, and I will repeat and emphasize more than enough, in there, and you just sort of just rub it in the middle. What you now want to do is basically dust it off. Pretend this is a duster and you're dusting the whole thing off. This doesn't really, I know it sounds like I'm saying it's going to dust it off, but it doesn't do that. It just makes sure that everything is evened out. And now for the most awaited part, the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using, I bought these cosmetic brushes, they haven't even been opened. So I'm going to be using this little dude here. Is it the one? Yes, this little dude here, to try and help me with my eyeshadow. I got these from, does anybody else want to take a guess? Obviously this Skin. I feel like that's my main store right there. Okay, so I'll be using this palette right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, just this baby here. And then I'm going to be using the metallic palette as well, just to get more of an effect in there. This is going to be fun. Right, so I usually use the metallic one for my background, and then I go in with the other palette. So what I'm going to do is I want to have something a little light in there. So something, how about that baby right there? I think that will work just for now. But for that, I'm going to use the sponges on the ends of so yeah, just get it in there. Eyeshadow, I like to use the well, it's called the tape method, so I'll call it just that, whereby you put tape over here, that way your eyeshadow does not get all over the place. But because Rihanna does hers with a little bit of a roundabout, I am not going to be doing that for today's session. Alright, once you're done with that bit, you are going to want to go in with a navy bluish color. And then once you're done with the navy bluish color, as part of your background, you are going to go in with something a little more greenish. So this little baby right here. And for that, we're going to be using my sweet brush. Right, so into the blue. Already tell there's some action going on in the other eye, so just do the same for this one, and then you're going to go over that with the turquoise kind of color. So let's get that going. Okay, so for the next part, just ensure you clean off your brush a little. I dipped mine in a bit of tissue on the side, and then go in with your greenish color. Alright, so now you have a look a little bit like this. Get that in the corners of your eyes as well. Maybe even go for a bit of a lighter green for those corners. Alright, so something a bit like this. What you want to do is now go ahead and give yourself a nose job. You're going to bring your darker shade of concealer through here, and then in the middle you're going to have your highlight and on your cheekbones. So let's get going. Keep going in and